SoCal, India, Echo, Lima, Delta.
Heavy hitters, the dynamic trio, the greatest trio on earth. Hey, I ain't going for my move. We better than the big three in Miami.
Oh yeah.
We better than Steph, KD, and Clay.
What about Draymond?
We better than him too, bro. He'll go off our role play. but on today's episode, man.
My boy Draymond.
On today's episode, we're gonna talk about the evolution part of the Ruthless Aggression era documentary. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You already know how I feel about evolution.
Boys, evolution.
4 Hall of Famers, bro.
Easy.
All of them, at least 6-time world. Batista would have been a 10-time world champion if he first of all, if he was younger and he didn't get hurt all the time. We're gonna talk about, you know, how the documentary was telling like how evolution got together.
Cause it started off with Triple H
And Ric Flair.
Yeah. But you know, Ric Flair, he was in WCW. It just wasn't cutting out for him. Then he got WWE. He was doing part time, and he lost confidence of who he was. You know, he wasn't the same, you know, Ric Flair that we all know. So it was kind of hurt. It was kind of painful for him. So when him and Triple H when they started talking and becoming best friends, that's when he started getting back his confidence. And he was under, Triple H wing and stuff.
That was like Triple H. Triple H looked up to Ric Flair and all that. Yeah. That was the man. He looked at the 4 horsemen. He was like, man, you know what? He said, you know what, Rick, let's get your confidence back, man. Let's get you back in here. Let's get you going.
Yeah, so that's what he was trying to do. And then, you know, Triple H he was holding down the fort down. You know, he was carrying the company.
You know, he had that power.
Yeah, you know, he definitely had that power. Yeah, you know, once you pop a few kids and you know how that goes. You know,
like Ply said, that look got some power.
Definitely got some power to it.
So then, Triple H, he went to Vince. He was like, you know what, man, I'm not really into factions like that. Like, why
we could tell. We could tell now we was one.
So
he's not into.
So he was like, you know what? I want to get some young boys going and all that. Randy Orton is the future. Give me him. And everybody's throwing Mark Jindrak.
Well, first it was Batista and Randy Orton, but Randy Orton and Batista got hurt, so they had to hold off on Evolution for a couple more months. But Randy Orton came back quicker from his injury. Right. Batista, he was coming back from his injury, but he re-injured himself once again.
That's what it was.
He re-injured himself. Yeah.
Bro, he was 35 when he got in the business, bro. Come on.
His whole career was filled with injuries.
He was 35 when he started wrestling, bro.
Yeah, he re-injured himself, so he had to wait a whole couple months.
Talk about that boy Jindrak.
Then they was going to add him in it, yeah. That's when he came to the picture.
Yeah, that boy was cut, bro.
But he was in the Titantron movie.
Yeah, you saw it.
He's not even in there.
Yeah.
What they doing?
But the thing is, though, Triple H wasn't folding, though, because he was telling Vince and I'm like, why is he in our group? Like, he's not that good because Triple H, he was talking to him, trying to get to know him to see how his mindset was. And he said his mindset was a 3rd grader.
Oh, him and Randy Orton, they was all in there like making fart jokes with each other. And
just best friends. Yeah, they was going crazy. Yeah, they was just goofy together. So Triple H was trying to keep them two separated from each other because he knew that like if they was gonna pair them up, both of them was gonna act goofy together. They would have act goofy with each other, and they would have matched his Randy Orton's push, then matched the whole group up. Cause he pitched this to Vince like I want to fax, I want to push some talent. You know, if Evolution didn't go as planned as it was, Vince would have been on trips behind about it.
They had they Titantron. If you watch they Titantron, Batista not in the Titantron.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. When you showed it to me, I'm like, hold on, why Batista not in there?
That's because
Hey, look, did you see when Randy Orton was slobbing down the old girl though? He was going nuts.
Hey, that's one thing about Evolution when they outside the ring. When they was like at party, they was going crazy.
Yeah, they had champagne, all that. Man.
Ric Flair was always in it.
That's probably what Batista was learning all that.
Speaking of Ric Flair, happy birthday to Rick.
Oh yeah, 71.
71 a day. Dang, he pushing strong. Still going crazy.
My boy Rick, 71.
Yeah.
Me still going nuts.
But finally, Batista came back. and then Evolution started. So, you know, it's been holding out for almost a year, but, you know.
It finally happened.
Because then they was talking, Devon and Bubba Ray, they was in there talking about how they got injured in the same match and all that.
Yeah.
But when they got together, it was like, oh yeah, they about to start running stuff. And then they showed them going into Armageddon 03.
Yeah.
Triple H went into that pay-per-view as world champion.
Yeah.
Randy Orton fought RVD. And then Batista and Flair, they went up. They you know, the Dudley Boys have went through tag team turmoil, but they had to beat like four tag teams or something.
Like
and then Batista and Ric Flair just came down there after after the Dudley Boys had just went through hell. And they just started beating them down. They won the tag titles.
I just like how in that document when Triple H was. Cause he told Batista and he told Batista and Randy Orton, like, there's gonna be people in the locker room that's gonna hate your guts now because they see y'all two young boys, y'all getting this big push and y'all gonna be something. I mean, I'm talking about like you know.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a rookie in the business.
I'm just playing, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but
came in at an older age.
but he said, hey man, if you gonna be listening to people about how you gonna get this push and then you care about what people in the locker room think about you, he said, man, I can replace you quick.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't got time. He said, you want to make friends or you want to make some money?
Bro,
that's how Tripp says. Like, you know,
one.
like Tripp said, man, I ain't got time with all that. You know, he wasn't playing with them two. So I like that though, you know.
And eventually they showed the whole thing, like, you know, Randy Orton becoming world champion. Him, you know, beating, I'm gonna say his name, Chris Benoit. He beat Chris Benoit for the world title.
He wasn't ready to become world.
Wasn't ready to go because he was still immature and all that.
The youngest world heavyweight champion.
Because he got big head. He like, I'm 24. I'm the youngest world champion. I can do what I need. But he wasn't ready to become world champion. And then plus they turned him babyface. Yeah. And it just wasn't. You know,
see, from that point on,
he's not.
I know most of everything will happen.
Yeah.
All right. You good, bro?
Yeah, you
so
good. I
like,
understand.
Yeah, like I remember that.
So then, you know, eventually, Triple H beats Randy Orton for the world title like 2 months later at like Unforgiven or something like that.
Yeah. So
after they turned on him,
it was a month. He was world champion for a month, and they said that he wasn't ready. So he said, you know what? Let's go try Dave and see if can he pass his test. So they slowly build him up to that contract sign, and he turned on Triple H and Flair.
Because you know Triple H was talking about how Vince was just let's do it now. Triple H was like, dude, chill, dude.
Right.
Like,
Thursday, ready to break up action.
Yeah.
No, you talking about in terms of them like, you know, getting Batista versus Triple H. He's like, this is a money match.
I mean,
he was like, dude, let's milk it. Let's make people want it even more. Let's get the people invested into it. Let's make
story. You gotta tell the story behind it.
Let's make it more interesting, and then carry it out to because he was gonna do it like the next month. But Vince was ready, bro.
Vince thirsty, man. You gotta wait.
Two big dudes like that, you know.
I understand, but you gotta wait. Like if you want to make money, wait till on the big stage to do that type of match. Don't do it on no Monday Night Raw. Like come on, Vince.
Then they showed Batista win the Royal Rumble, one of his biggest accomplishments. When he eliminated Cena, they both got eliminated at the same time.
Yeah, that run was nuts. They was in there they was wrestling for a minute.
Yeah.
Before they eliminated.
That's why you're supposed to do it though.
Yeah.
And then they showed Batista with that iconic moment, him, you know, with the two contracts and all that, and him doing that to Batista. I mean, doing that to Triple H. Batista bombed through the table.
Yeah.
He did that real quick.
You know he do that. So
the whole build up, and then eventually them finally capitalizing on Batista becoming a world champion. Man.
Nah, he was ready to become world champion.
Facts.
Now, they did it kind of early with Orton, but that's just the process with Batista was built out.
Right. They just said, okay, you know what? I know why, because Vince wanted to erase Brock off the history books.
100%.
Because Brock was the youngest world champion.
He was the youngest world at 25.
Yeah, and Randy Orton was 24 at the time.
And I noticed they always do that with anybody who like be champion, and then if they leave, they pick that next person to try to break your record.
Yeah, they're not gonna have Randy Orton's record broken. Like nobody's gonna come in at 23 and win the world title. No, that's not happening.
Yeah, you know how he was. He got big hands.
Like he just that dude. They see that. But see now in this era, that can't happen.
Nah,
You gotta be built up now, like really at them young
Take a
ages,
couple
but-
years, man.
Yeah, most definitely though.
Yeah, though.
I just like how they built Evolution, build,
Yeah.
Triple H, he got a mindset,
That's what I'm saying.
See,
That
now
man know the business.
Now I see what you talking about
Yeah.
now. Like I'm like,
He
damn.
know
like,
the business, bro. Like
Yeah.
in and out. Like not only just because he was in the ring, but
Right.
he just know like the knowledge of being a wrestler.
He knew Mark Ginger wasn't gonna be, nothing in this company.
he was on that. He said, dude, you too immature. He said, I can't use you.
Yeah.
Like,
Somebody always mess up their opportunity.
Ginger
bro.
had
don't get me wrong. He had the build and everything. It's just his mind wasn't the right place. So he said, listen, I ain't got time for you to keep playing around. You making fart jokes and
Right, yeah, that's not gonna get you.
that's not gonna get you nowhere in this
Hashtag
business.
bring back Ginger.
Oh no, that's just been over with. His career over with, bro. I'm glad they hold out for my man's day to come back. 'Cause they beat 6-time world champion, came to SmackDown, became a big star. Now he's a big star now. Thanks to that
He a
man
mainstream
Trick.
star now.
Yeah, thanks to my man's tricks, man.
I feel like though, before you continue, I feel like with less injuries, I think he could have at least been like a 9-time or
10-time.
Most definitely, yeah, he could have, but
it all comes. He was 35 when he got in the company. Already, he was like 38 when he won his first title.
See,
He
was
didn't really know,
40.
wasn't really a wrestler before any of this anyway.
yeah.
So, that's just how it goes, man. Batista would have been a 10-time.
At least 10. Like,
Yeah, he could have, but all them
injuries
injuries.
do that. And then, like you said, he was almost 40 when he won his first world title. So yeah, like
That's crazy.
almost 40. Like yeah.
Batista didn't look. He looked like he was like. I thought Batista was like.
He don't even look 50 right now.
Nah, he
Come
don't.
on,
Nuts.
Batista 50.
I saw him.
Like,
He got every tattoo.
like even like at WrestleMania last year when he fought Triple H, I'm like, man, like bro,
Everybody
it's not
thought-
a 50-year-old.
Everybody, Batista is older than Triple H.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, like that Trips was older than Batista.
Yeah. I mean, that's because
Wait.
Batista older than Triple H by like a year.
about a year or two, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought Trips was like 55 or something like that.
Nah, bro, he like 49.
Yeah, Trip's like 49.
Yeah, they so old though. It's crazy.
Me.
But, yeah.
But
that boy big.
y'all know, like I grew up watching all this, so it was great to see, them have a ruthless aggression. Because they always talk about the Attitude Era and all that, man. Like the ruthless aggression era was one of them golden periods, man.
Yeah, that's because that Attitude Era had Ross.
Yeah, most definitely. But
all them,
most
that was really
definitely.
going crazy.
But I ain't got nothing else to say, man. I love the whole Ruthless Aggression documentary. I might mess around and watch that again, like the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, y'all know, I ain't watch it live like, the Ruthless Aggression era.
Yeah.
But I know some, and it was like compared to, now or even like the 2010s, compared to 05, 02 to 08, that was a good era though.
It might have been next Evolution. We got to add one more member. We got to get some suits and some glasses.
Somebody gonna turn on somebody. Just letting y'all know, man. I don't worry. You got.
I'm Rick Flash. I don't turn on nobody. I'm Rick. Man.
No, you turned on Batista.
Oh yeah, you showed it turned on Batista. Yeah.
Everybody in that group turned on people.
So
Triple H, the biggest snake in the
I mean,
group.
Triple H is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Batista turned on people.
He
You
turned-
know where Randy Orton is.
Yeah. Y'all know Randy.
Ain't no question. So
Yeah.
we can't be Evolution. We'll just stick to the.
No, bro. They turn on people too.
I mean,
It don't matter.
every group turn on people then, except the era right now.
The New Day.
We could be the era then.
Somebody gonna get jealous.
I mean,
Roddy Rob.
where the New Day is like one of the most complete factions who always. But you never know what Xavier on when he come back.
Big E. I'm thinking Big E gonna be that man to turn heel.
But yeah,
On me, but y'all got anything else to say, man?
no sir.
Man, the heavy hitters are a mystery, man. We go cool.
We trying to expand, man. We trying to grow.
On me.
Just keep getting big and get that right opportunity.
Go check out
need
that
that push.
Evolution documentary. We need that push too.
Yeah,
We should all be world champions.
Somebody got to hold some tag team titles, world title,
Mid card joint.
mid card, we need all that.
Tag title.
I mean, we do got a tag team title, but man, we got to get the world title. No, the world title is our goal right now.
On me. I'm your boy Jay.
Your boy Big.
Boy, smart.